Good afternoon. I am so excited to be filming this. This morning, I tried filming this video twice. The first one, my phone just stopped recording because it had way too much on it. And then the second time, I felt like I went way out of order on the week. So then Matt and I had to go to a teeth cleaning. And then I was like, I am gonna go film that video again when I get back home. And here we are. Now I'm on my camera. And there is so much noise going on, but it's gonna be okay. So, good afternoon. My name's Ashley. My husband's name is Matt. If you haven't been here, welcome to our home. We pray that you see Jesus here and that we are such a light in your life. Okay, let's begin this week update by starting off from last Wednesday. We'll do it right this time. Okay, last Wednesday, I went out with a friend. That was so fun. I don't know if you know, but Mondays and Wednesdays are my days off during the week to do stuff like this and a little bit more. I do a lot of editing on those days, filming, and such like that too. That Wednesday, I went out with a really good friend of mine, and we both learned that we both have chihuahuas. It was the funniest way we learned, but we were like, we have to have them meet. So that's what we did on Wednesday. We walked around her neighborhood. They live in a beautiful neighborhood, and there's a lake there. There's like little shops. It's so fun there. I love it. So that's what we did, and we had such a blast. It started raining while we were outside, but it was all good. We went to covering. It was all good. And I'm so excited because this weekend we're actually going to like a really nice garage sale. And okay, they must have a name for this, but it's like everybody in the neighborhood has a garage sale, but a lot of this stuff is really nice. It's also like garage sale stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that's really nice that you can get for like super inexpensive prices. And so I'm so excited because we're gonna go around this weekend and do that in her neighborhood, and I'm so excited. Hey! Go to bed! Go to bed! Right now! Oh, they're excited about this guy unloading things. Matt and I, on Thursday, we worked our normal, regular work week, and then on Friday we had date night like always. And what did we do for date night? Oh my gosh, we cooked steaks. Oh my gosh, that was a whole thing. Matt cooked us dinner, and we smoked up our house. But it was all good. We were gonna do them on the grills outside because we have some grills outside that like our whole community can use. So we were gonna do that, and then the grills were getting worked on. So they were like, we couldn't get the grills to work. So there's 4 of them, and we could not get any of them to work. 2 of them are just like gone. Where grills normally are, they're just gone. And that was the only time we ever were gonna use the grills, or have like ever tried to use the grills. So it was pretty funny and adventurous. Then we came home, cooked the steaks. Matt cooked the steaks. He did a great job. It was so yummy. We had a fun little dinner, and we ate in bed, which was just like so fun. And then I think we might have watched something after. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we just chatted and fell asleep, but it was so fun. And then on Saturday we did grocery shopping. We started to film, and then we just forgot. And then on Sunday we did the exact same thing. But we had a very restful weekend, and we just had so much fun together. Like, we just had so much fun hanging out together and being with each other. We loved it. And Matt also went on a little coffee date on Saturday, and then came home and wrote. And then I edited. So it was really fun. Anyway, we had a great weekend. On Monday, I had my doctor's appointment. Okay, so let's see. I went to have a doctor's appointment because I've had very irregular periods since, if you don't want to hear about this, just go ahead and fast forward quite a few minutes. This is going to be a little bit of a story because this is like the first in-person doctor's appointment I've actually had since, if you're new here, you might not know. Right now, fast forward if you don't want to hear about this, and if it's sensitive to you, but it's about pregnancy. So this was my first in-person doctor's appointment since miscarrying in March. So if you don't know, we got pregnant, I think we got pregnant in January. I keep saying February. I think we got pregnant in January because I told Matt on Valentine's Day. So yeah, then I had my 8-week appointment in March, and 2 days before that, I passed everything. If you want a more in detailed, if you're going through this like video, I will link it right here and I will link it below. It's our pregnancy story, and yeah, there is so much hope and so much joy though, especially if you're going through this, like you are not alone. I was just talking to somebody today at my teeth cleaning, actually the person who cleans my teeth, and she found out, well, I told her, and she literally just like, she just took her mask off and was like, I've lost 2. And I was like, I'm so sorry. So anyway, we start talking about my periods because I got my period back in April. And so then we started chatting how my cycles were so off from before I had the miscarriage. My cycles were like every 30 days pretty much, or around 30 days. And so then after my miscarriage, I got my period back in April after miscarrying. And then the cycle days were 29, 27, 27, 29, I believe. And it was those numbers, I just don't know if that's that exact order. She was like, yeah, like that's really irregular, and that's one of the reasons I went in. And so we've been doing blood work almost every single month. With this last one though, where I took a positive pregnancy test and then went in the next day and my blood work was negative for a pregnancy, she thought I was pregnant too. Because of like what I told her. I told her I've been passing things pretty much every single month that was not blood clot like, and I was like, I have pictures, do you want to see them? I will not be putting pictures in here. They are very, very like, they are not cute, and it's a very sensitive thing. And so like for other people, and it's also like things of my body, you know, that are like, I don't want to share publicly. And so, yeah, I showed her the pictures after asking her, like, do you want to see? And she said, yeah. And she's like, you're right. Like those don't look, those look like exactly what you described. We just chatted pretty much at my doctor's appointment. She was like, something's going on here. And I was like, I know. I said, and she was like, maybe we get you in for 1 more month of blood work. And I was like, I think we know. Like my progesterone's been low this entire time. The highest it was when I went in recently, like 2 weeks ago, got my blood work back and had a negative pregnancy test, and they tested my progesterone, and my progesterone was the highest it's been like ever since we've been doing blood work. 1, I've been praying over it. 2, I got off caffeine, which could potentially help because caffeine, I believe, raises estrogen, it lowers, I don't know. Anyway, I got off caffeine. I have had some decaf, but our coffee that we ordered, it just felt like way too much on my heart. Like it was like racing, and I felt anxious, and I'm like, I don't feel anxious. And so I have stopped even having the decaf we have. With that being said, I started chatting and I was like, that's the highest my progesterone's been. And she's like, and your progesterone is low. And I was like, yeah, like it's low, it's consistently low. She's like, are you ready to take like further steps? I'm like, for sure. And I was already praying about it, and I felt like if it is what I think it is, which my progesterone, I felt like the Lord kind of, go ahead, this is the right direction. Taking progesterone is what I started talking to her about. And I was like, how does that work? Is it natural? She was like, yeah. I was like, could you compare it to anything? And she was like, yeah, it's like vitamin D. Like if you were to take vitamin D because you have a deficiency in it, and then your body like, you know, helps it create more. And I was like, So it's basically a supplement. And she's like, yeah. So, because your body already produces progesterone. So that is what we're moving forward with. Matt and I are going to still be praying about it together and just the timing of things and everything. And so it's very exciting. But that is how we are planning to move forward right now, especially after praying about it and then going to my doctor's appointment. And that was like what we chatted about. So yeah, I'm really excited. It feels really good. And there is something that's off, right? Like that just doesn't happen each month. There was only probably 1 month after I miscarried that I didn't pass stuff, extra stuff. That's been really challenging. And then I tell Matt and he's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. So yeah, it feels really good that I just got to like sit down with my doctor, chat with her, and make a plan. It was really good. And it was like all directed by the Lord, of course, behind the scenes. So that was Monday. On Monday, I also started organizing the house. So I did this room. This room has actually never been completed in our house. So we have this cabinet, which I love. We're gonna get another one, ow, to go right there. That is so exciting. And then I needed to organize, like we have storage boxes up here. And then I had stuff like all behind me that was like memories and old planners and stuff like that, just things that we wanted to keep but we needed to organize. And so I needed to find a home for them so this room could be like a room that we are able to love. This is my favorite room in the house. It's been my favorite room in the house even with the mess, but like now it feels amazing, and it feels like what it's supposed to be. So I did that, and I will be probably uploading that on Saturday. I'm so excited. And then I still need to finish the rest of the house. I reorganized the gym because that's like our storage closet / gym, which you'll be able to see in that video what it looks like. So I'm just like making my way through the house. We have like a laundry closet over here that has like a couple other things in it, other necessities in it too, which I show y'all. Now I still just need to do the rest of the house, and I'm so excited. I wanted to do it in a day, but that didn't happen. And then it didn't happen in 2 days. Things really kept coming up and things kept taking longer, which totally okay. And organizing, that happens a lot. So I've been organizing and then cleaning. So I'll like plan to clean a room and then I'll organize whenever I want to like reorganize in it. So it's been really fun. So I started that on Monday. On Tuesday, I continued that. And Matt and I also got into an argument yesterday when he got home. Y'all, it was the dumbest argument. What caused the argument, like what triggered it, was like really dumb, but it's always deeper, right? And so that part was not dumb, obviously. So we resolved that, and Matt and I both had hurt feelings. And I'm gonna tell you right now because I want to be raw and authentic with y'all. It was literally over the thermostat that triggered it. I mean, I know it sounds so funny, but like it was my reaction, it was Matt's reaction, it was like this whole thing. Matt just like saw it differently than I saw it, and I saw it differently than Matt saw it. It was not a big deal. Our feelings involved are obviously valid, and doesn't mean they're right, doesn't mean the situation how we were viewing it was right. We definitely hurt each other, and I just hugged him. I was like, I'm sorry, and he's like, I'm sorry. And yeah, so Matt's love language is physical touch. So I'm really learning now, as a wife of almost 5 years, I am now learning my husband loves physical touch. So for me, I go up to him and hug him, like that changes everything. It kind of like unarms him. That is very helpful for the both of us, really helpful for me to know. Oftentimes, like, you can be the one to say sorry first, and sometimes that's my first step. Hey, I'm sorry, even if I'm across the room. I'm sorry. But it's really good for me personally to go up to him and hug him, even if it's like, you know, when you're fighting, you're like, even when you're arguing, you're like, I don't want to hug. I think Matt even told me, he's like, I don't want to hug right now, and I was just like, I'm gonna hug you anyway, like even if you're uncomfortable. And I hugged him, and then he started opening up, and so, I mean, it's a thing. Anyway, so it was good though. We resolved it very quickly, and we had a really good night and a restful night. We both like relaxed and such. And then today we had dental cleanings, and here we are. So yes, that has been our week. I have this week off. The family I work for actually is in Hawaii. We're getting pictures and it's so fun. I'm so happy for them. I hope y'all have such a blessed day. I hope you enjoyed hearing about our week and the things that are going on. Thank you so much for all your support and honestly being on this pregnancy journey with us. I have had so much lovely support in person and on here. The messages you guys send me are just the sweetest things. Even people saying like, I'm praying for you. I mean, or like seeing our pregnancy video and it touching their heart. I'm so glad people can relate to it, and thank you for reaching out too. Thank you so much. It means so much to me. It means so much to Matt. It really means a lot. So thank you so much. And I'm so excited to share good news coming up. I'm so excited, and it is all the Lord and all in His timing. Anyway, I love y'all so much, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.